Jimmy, since the day I met him,
Yeah.
has been judging me. I met him at an open mic, and he was a new baby, never did comedy
Greg
before.
came up to me wide-eyed.
Well, I didn't go wide-eyed. I've been
ready to-
doing comedy for 30
Ready
years
to
at that
make
time.
a friend. No.
Yeah.
And I said, this guy
No,
needs help.
wide-eyed. He didn't expect
Greg
that
had
I
been
would
doing-
be ball busting from minute one.
I went, hey, man,
Hey,
you want
nice to meet you.
come to a
Wanna
mic?
walk?
He goes, you're
Thank you so much,
fat.
Greg.
Your face is fat.
Can you walk to
You
the mic?
look like you
You'll
might
get tired.
be mentally handicapped,
We
too.
were walking to that great mic that used to exist. We walked from Broadway to what's the mic that used to be at the haunted
I
house?
was saying it was like the Village.
Oh yeah.
Dan-
The
Dennis
mic at
Times Square Arts Center.
Times Square Arts Center.
T-Sac.
T-Sac, and it was on Fridays, and that dude used to run it that looked like fucking. He looked like
Chris.
Chris. Yeah,
Yes.
he
I don't
looked
remember.
like the front man for Daughtry.
Yeah. He
Really?
did look like the guy in Daughtry lost a lot of weight.
Yeah,
The
And
guy thought you shouldn't lose any more weight.
I love.
he was also really nice.
Yeah, that guy, he was great.
I love T-Sac. Like, it was just bought by someone who didn't understand comedy clubs. Where he's like, all right, we're going to need 4 different showrooms. At least.
Yeah.
At least. And we'll have different shows running concurrently.
At all time, and we pay no one.
Yeah, we
Nobody.
pay no one.
Nobody makes money.
And every showroom will be about 1/4 full.
Headliners, no, we just make up names
Yeah.
and say that's the headliner. Whoa, Obama's here.
And the open mic will be on Friday night at 7.
Yeah.
Prime time.
Yeah, I used to go,
100
I
comedians.
used to get there at about 6:30, go on about 11:15. So that was it.
Well, that was the thing that they remember the way they ran it was they had an email, and if you were in the first like 10 to email, he would send back the list with the email.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could show up after that
Mm-hmm.
list.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
made it good.
Do not put it into Google Maps. You will be in a pornographic bookstore.
Downstairs from the glory holes, around the corner from the transsexual dogs.
Listen, man, this is the Rad Dude Cast. My name is Brendan Air.
Has it started?
Oh, it always starts,
When the
baby.
lights
You never know
started?
what catch
When
you
the lights come on.
unfucking knowingly.
I'm just
started.
happy Greg said transsexual dog.
Yeah, because I was going to say woman.
Yeah.
Not life. That is looked upon down now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right.
Listen, 2 things. I'm only going to give you. We got
I was
We got a
born in the wrong
big.
body.
We got a big thing happening today. So
They
I'm
call it a get.
only going to give you two promotional items that, for you. First of all, follow our Instagram. That's where we're really channeling all of our information coming to you through the Instagram at the Rad Dude Cast on
See,
Instagram.
I would consider it not channel.
Let him finish,
Okay,
you
sorry.
fucking asshole.
Split up the whole thing.
Second of all,
Just plug your dates and get out of here.
second of all,
I'd actually disagree with we're centralizing. You've created a 4th prong to
second of all,
not find you guys.
Patreon.
Or underscores.
Well, not finding us. We'll get to that because I've got a bone to pick with some other guys on iTunes.
Pick that bone,
Okay.
baby.
In
Pick
your
that bone.
in your defense, in your
Oh,
defense.
really?
But let me get to
This
introducing
is the
you. and
big
everything.
post-Rogan episode. Adam Conover singing the praises.
You are
That's
just
Don't
blasting
talk about our hero's name.
Sorry.
Like that.
through all of our hot point takes.
Now,
Yeah.
you can
Jesus,
get.
man.
Greg's back from Europe.
Brendan finished the intro.
I'm trying to
No, you
slow
can-
roll this episode. Do
Listen,
you want to wrap
if
it
there's
up in
one
5
thing,
seconds?
if there's one thing I needed, it's a third guy interrupting everything I say.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Another white guy on the podcast.
That's right. Sorry. Sorry, I went through the show notes. I'm ahead of myself. You guys send these show notes out. You spent a lot of time preparing for the show. I apologize.
Patreon.com/raddudecast. You can get for a $5 or more donation a month. You get 4 bonus episodes. You
5
get
if it's a leap year.
five if it's a leap month.
That's right.
Or a leap year, whatever.
Greg is king of promises he doesn't plan on keeping.
So
the leap year?
No, we've been on point. We've
yeah.
been on point with our Patreon. And
Okay.
it's growing.
I can't
It's
wait till
great.
you're done with
now,
this so I can pounce on Jared.
Here is
Yeah.
Here-
Becky, can we move a couple things out of the way?
Adjust the schedule.
Let Brendan finish so I can pounce like a panther.
here's important. Here's what's important.
Get in a
okay?
pouncing mode, dog.
Here's what's important. I'm here. I'm Brendan Air. I'm here.
What up, baby?
With Anthony DeVito. I'm here with Greg Stone. Both of them are drinking whiskey. Since Greg came
man,
back
man.
from Scotland, they start drinking
true.
whiskey. At
Your boy's got a
11:30
problem.
a.m. We're here
He's been doing
at Remember to Be Happy Studios. Our
Alcohol Alcoholism
producer,
for life.
Becky
What up, what up,
R
what up?
is here doing a phenomenal job.
Becky.
Pornhub Tanner is in the house.
Pornhub Tanner in the house.
Our sound
Tanner.
engineer, Pornhub Tanner.
God
but
PhD.
but the big news
Big
in
news.
the history
In the
of
history.
the Rad Dude Cast.
The Rad Dude Cast.
How many guests have we had other than people that we have made up and voiced ourselves? None.
We've
Maybe
never
a
had a
couple.
guest.
When I was in the mental hospital, some fill-in guests, maybe.
Those were you and guys. You don't remember because they zapped your brain.
Yeah.
We've only had fill-ins.
But
we've
there
had
is
guest hosts. We've
one
never had
man.
a guest.
One man who we owe the pleasure of being a guest, and that's because much of our audience will already know him because much of our audience came to us through our appearances on his podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Rogan.
From the What up? You guys want some elk meat? Who wants some elk meat?
I fought a cougar for free.
Yeah.
My mind was blasted by some shrooms.
Yeah. I took
Did I talk-
DMT and got into an isolation tank, and now I want to apologize to Carlos Mencia.
I'm on news radio. The lizard people are taking our hair follicles.
Yeah.
Your eyeballs are not really your eyeballs. Look into it.
I love
With your
that
nose.
the follow-up to getting mentioned on Rogan is you blasting Rogan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like
fight
someone
us
Google-
I'll
anytime.
fight you, Rogan. I'll fight you right now.
Yeah.
I've never been in a
I
fight.
would pay to see that.
No, ladies and gentlemen, it is not Joe Rogan. It is the one and only Jared Freed. You know him from the J Train podcast. What is your Twitter handle?
Thank you for having
where
me.
can they find
Don't
you?
even worry about
Okay.
it. Don't even
No,
worry
Jared.
about it. I didn't come to plug. I came to have some fun.
Well, I'll tell you, I got a
Dance
fucking,
around the dials.
I got a reverse plug. I'm
Yeah,
furious.
please.
I wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure if I forgot if TFM was still in the name of your podcast, so I looked into my subscriptions
Totally
to
fucking
see,
white.
to see what the right name to
Total
introduce
fucking
you
man.
You
was.
took a shot. You got to the last letter.
You almost,
You
yeah,
almost made it.
That's a
Chris.
tricky one. Let's say
Totally
M is a
fucking
tricky
white.
one, though.
Almost made it.
M is a W that got away.
What's this shit? There's two other J Trains podcasts.
There's a lot of names.
What are these?
There's a lot of name
What are these
thieving
fucking
going
doing?
on.
What? Look at this. Let me show you this picture. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Bring 'em up.
And
Yeah.
he's like this nerdy looking dude.
What?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this guy.
You got to see
we'll
the
post
guy.
this. We'll post this
You got
guy.
to see fake J Train.
Let me see.
And he comes
Oh,
up
this guy's
before J Train. He's
this
somehow
guy-
he's somehow into the
It looks-
SEO.
It looks like the accountant's podcast
Oh,
for my podcast.
my
Yeah, he looks like
God.
a bored coder.
Why is he doing the same hand motion as you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Man,
It's wild.
he's like the J train for the anti-J train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
no.
mean?
Yeah.
He looks
Bizarro me.
He looks Northern European. He looks like he's
Yeah,
like
he
Norwegian. Like, let's talk about trains.
Yeah, yeah.
Today,
Girls, leave your boyfriend.
It's pretty crazy.
It's the acting up.
This isn't the M and the Z. This is the J train. Welcome, welcome.
He measures people on a number scale, but it's all like he's like, so my wife is a Flurgen Gurgen Gook.
She's a Siegen, Wagen, Bögen.
now for those of you that
Did
don't,
you scoff because I said Gook?
Yep.
I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna be a lot
Yep.
more where that came from, buddy.
I was like, oh, here we go. The whiskey's hitting.
for all of you,
Fitting, sucking my mittens.
for all of you, that,
TFM, totally fucking white.
Totally fucking white.
What? All white news all the time.
for those of you that don't know, that don't listen to the J Train podcast or haven't heard the four of us together,
Yes.
we essentially we all started at kind of different times, around similar times, but in
I
New
started
York,
in 1992.
Yeah, everyone knows you've
Greg,
been at it 45 years.
I've had 6 TV credits when you were out of your mother's
Greg's-
pussy crying, getting smacked by a baby. I was on Star Search.
He did the Jack Parr show.
Yeah. Greg was one of
And
Tom
killed
Snyder's
it.
first guests.
Yeah. But we all sort of met and coalesced at the, at really, I would say, primarily the Eastville open mic was where we
Eastville,
first,
the
we'd
Ville.
sit on that
Eastville,
table on the side, and it would be the four of us.
Raise your
It would be
glasses.
Michelle Wolf. Che was there for a very short period of time.
Che
and
was
then
there for one mic.
immediately
What are you
became
talking
famous.
about? Yeah.
Immediately became famous.
Che
But it was
did
like
one mic and then he was
Michelle
on the Daily
Wolf.
Show.
Yeah.
It was us four.
Justin
it was
Seno.
Doug Smith.
Ron Krasnow.
yeah.
Krasnow was
Kraz.
there. Deepu later on.
Deepu was
showed up.
he was the host. He talked in the
Deepu was the
1940s
host,
voice.
man.
Deepu,
Yeah, Deepu did.
Deepu. I would ask to go up.
Deepu is the only comic that ever started miserable.
Yeah, Deepu
He
did.
came in
Yes, 100%.
and got happier.
Deepu's first mic, you would thought he was in the business for 12 years. It's like comedy's just not what I used to.
I don't know, man.
And
These
now,
mics are wearing me down.
Yeah. My wife is on my balls.
and Nimesh was there, and
Nimesh.
this was back when Nimesh would have on pleated pants and a tie. Do you remember this? He'd come
good
from
look.
some
He'd
day
come from
job.
work.
He'd have a tie.
Nimesh met Shay, so
Yes,
he didn't know
exactly.
who he was supposed
Exactly.
to be.
He had a tie that was 5 inches wide. Literally 5 inches wide.
Nah, man, I like Nimesh. Y'all fucked up.
Nimesh is
I
my
love
man.
Nimesh,
We got
but you
ice
got to
cream
admit the
together
style
last
has
week.
changed.
Y'all fucked up, man. That's my friend, man. Y'all fucked up.
Nimesh is my guy.
Listen,
dickhead.
there's J Train with multiple. I have another podcast. You guys know about this?
Yeah, man, of course.
And you guys are
Up all night.
OKPs, original key players.
Yeah,
On the-
it's little key
the J
players.
Train
Original
podcast.
on the
Yeah,
J
we
Train
are.
podcast.
Absolutely.
Another one called
You're-
You Up, if you don't know.
Oh, another
With
podcast.
Nikki
A
Glazer
hot
on
take here.
Sirius Radio.
Don't bring up the name.
Every day from
front
2 to
of
4,
me.
Nikki Glazer, Jared
I will
Fried,
jump
and Andrew
off this
Collins.
roof.
Pounce on him, Brett. Pounce like a panther.
You know,
are.
you're on
about to pounce.
on the
A lot of thievery.
on the Rad Dude Cast. You're
I'm gonna have to implement the Go system.
you're implement. You can't. Listen.
Not people going.
New rule.
Uh-huh.
If you want to implement the
Here
Go
we go,
system,
motherfucking Bill Maher.
it can't be on days when you're drinking whiskey.
Well, you
you're
got-
not in charge of the Go system.
You might be right. You might be wrong.
Why don't we have Becky in charge of the GOAT system?
Jared.
Becky's too high. Look at her. She's blazing over here like
Becky's
Wu-Tang
out of her
Clan.
mind
always
right
tired.
now.
Floated above the room.
She's in Joe Rogan's float tank.
She's one of the bees attacking Times Square. Wu-Tang.
Jared for the Rad Dude Cast is an OGE. on
What's
the
that?
Rad Dude Cast. Only guest ever.
Yeah. It's my first time on the show, OGE.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. I'm a fan.
Who's a fan?
Yeah, it's
I
nice
listen to
that
the
we-
show. I know a lot that's going on here. I know.
Do you?
Yeah,
I dare you to game
I know
3
the
facts about the Rad Dude Cast that aren't our names.
Okay, there's a character that we don't like. With, Mr. Hainsworth. Okay.
He can't drop my fucking name. This guy,
Get
Mr.
him.
Greg, you
Get him,
allow this
Hainsborough.
guy to come
Talk
in
about
the
it,
fucking
Hainsborough.
studio just
Mr.
say,
Hainsborough.
Today,
Mr.
Hainsborough,
Greg,
you got a
yeah,
friend.
Hey, he knows my name's Hainsborough. He called me Hainsworth.
He calls you
Okay.
Mr. Hainsworth.
You know, I
by the
don't
way.
like those fucking Jews
I'm
anyway.
sorry I even brought it up.
Interesting
and
take,
then
Hainsborough.
Forrest Gump reading.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had one
okay.
episode
The
6 years
script-
ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's my last
One of
name?
our fine moments.
You call me friend. You know my last name.
Well, which one do we go with?
Oh,
I don't want to reveal.
don't reveal my real last
A
name.
true friend.
Obama.
There we go.
Greg Obama.
Greg Obama. Greg Obama.
What was Obama's first name?
Barry.
What?
I
Did you
blanked.
just say what was the last president of the United States' first name?
Wasn't
I
it
am
Obama?
blanking.
Obama?
Oh, wasn't it like Mario?
Yes.
Yeah.
George?
Barack.
Right.
Barry.
That's
I
right.
think he
That's
went with Obama, though.
right. Sometimes.
Like, because Pele got very popular.
That's a fun song name. That just those would be lyrics to a song. Obama.
Now I'm going to take control here.
Sure.
Obama. Obama.
I thought Greg was gonna go on that song, yeah.
Obama.
What?
You never know where you're gonna go, man.
You never know where I'm going to go because I don't know where I'm going to go. No one knows where I'm going. You know who's going? I'm going. Go system in. Now, Jared Fried, thanks for coming on the podcast. Big round of applause.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we know on your podcast you like to do emails from customers.
Yes.
Customers.
Customer email.
Custies,
That's what
baby.
I call them.
Customers. Customer
Got to keep them custies happy.
Yeah. Now, we've got a
Customers, I
bunch.
call them wallets. Promo code users.
All I see
call-
is green.
Yeah, that's all I see.
It's everything.
I call them marks.
Suckers.
Bunch of suckers.
That's a tall bag of dough. That's a tiny bag of dough. That's a black bag of dough.
Welcome
They're
to
all
the
bags
show,
of
you sacks of money.
Now use promo code JTrain and give me all your money now.
Guys, if you type in promo code JTrain into the Google, you will bring to the dark web where Jared will take all your money. Okay, this is it. Back to the news emails
Customers.
When Greg didn't want that to have a reaction from everyone
because it wasn't a good joke.
so he just went right
Went
into the next
right
thing.
into his notes.
Yes.
Which I'm
That's what they do in the news.
the most
That's
shocking part of this is you going to something prepared.
Yes.
And I really got to. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited.
How do they do that in the news? What do you mean?
Like, because they don't get laughs after, like, 3 men dead on a train. So what they do is instead of waiting for the reaction,
They don't get laughs on that?
yeah, they don't. They don't pause for laughter.
3 men dead on a train.
That's so funny. If they said that,
Waka waka.
Guess dead crowd tonight.
And they go, come on, man, I know this is good stuff.
Guy just going.
Yeah.
Three died in a horrific train accident this weekend on the New Jersey Transit. Nothing? Nothing on that. 3 dead. I said 3 dead. Did you not hear me?
Comedy comes in threes.
Yeah.
So they'll just go and they'll be like, now back to you, Jack. And that's what I do now with my jokes when I think they're going to bomb. I go, now they're Phil with the weather.
Well,
you know?
have you ever heard that?
You should do that on stage.
I do it on stage.
You do it?
Yeah, it's
Don't
kills.
take it. Don't take
Don't take it.
Have you guys ever heard that? And I'll let you get back to your go. But have you ever heard that leaked audio of Casey Kasem going nuts about? So there's
Walk us through it.
So he has to dedicate
Do
a
the
song.
voice.
He has to dedicate a song.
Yeah, he'd do them every Sunday nights.
Yeah, he had to dedicate a song to someone's mother who died.
The countdown.
And then it went into a happy song. And there's leaked audio of him yelling at the producer, just going nuts, going, "How the fuck am I supposed to transition from a fucking dead mother to this goddamn pop shit? Don't ever fucking play that." Like, just going
yeah.
nuts.
It was the most
Phil's
touching
mother.
part of that whole show,
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Jimmy's got cancer, and you're going to the doo-wop twins? How can I sing Boogie Down Calendar, boys?
Yeah.
After sickle cell has been announced on Larry's father, you're a whore, Jerry. You're a whore.
All right, what are the customers saying?
Doo-wop
Because
twins.
we went to some of our we knew you were coming on. We went to
Yes.
some of our custies and we said,
Yeah.
"Ask J Train."
We said,
Oh,
got
yeah.
a moment with the expert.
We've got Jared Train. We got Jared coming on the podcast. Jared Fugelsane, Trainiverse.
Mr. Train.
Dr. Choo
Mansuro Train.
Yes, is on the podcast, and I said, reach out to us because we know we have a lot of fans.
Cole Energy himself.
Sven Diagram, we have a lot of similar fans.
Yes.
So a lot of them wanted to email, and we've
Well,
got
I'm a
some
big
emails.
part of the fan group on Facebook. I'm a big part of that group.
Yes. Now I'm going to read this email.
I'm one of the. That's the only reason I use Facebook is the
After Dark.
Rad 2 Cast After Dark. I chime in every now and again,
Now, yes.
and I like my position there. I'm in the
I said
catbird
yes,
seat.
which means shut up.
Oh, okay.
Well, as you know, Jared, as you know,
Yes.
all great podcasts use their primary promotional material is a closed to the public
Yes.
Facebook group.
That's run by someone else that doesn't even live in the state.
Shout out to Jose Rubiani.
Shout out to Urge.
King Mod. Urge.
Urge was on the fence
guy-
about letting Becky in.
Yeah, the producer of the show.
Urge went, I don't know, guys.
There was a
Your
debate.
call. What do we do?
Hey guys, I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? What do
So,
you got?
A
I'm
guy
gonna
with
re-
a name I've never heard
I'm going to
in my
read these.
entire life.
I'm going to read these emails. Feel free to chime in after said email is finished. Okay? Are you?
No, it's not us chiming. It's J Train's.
But we should all do
Yes,
it.
it's for your
we
expertise.
all do it.
Okay.
So, but what I again, we will chime in after the email is finished being read.
Okay.
Okay. Now this one comes from. Ooh. Okay. This guy's an OKP. Dear RDC and J Train, feather up, feather pleasure. We dem boys, Atlanta for life. Suck me, Tony Blue Cheese. Quick question for the dudes and the main dude, J Train,
Heyo.
aka Stephen Wu. I met this guy. Okay, so this is his letter.
Wu. Okay.
I met this guy in a Plymouth Sundance last Friday. He's all that and a hamburger sandwich.
Plymouth Sundance.
Going on a date with him on Friday. Already got 7 haircuts. How many more haircuts should I get?
Ooh.
Also, is it a
It's a
red?
math equation.
Also,
Plus Z.
what did I say about letting him
equals-
finish? Let the email finish.
Okay.
Also, is it a red flag that his Plymouth Sundance was teal? Not a big deal for me, but you know I need that advice. T. Hanks in advance, DeGeneres, Coco Salamander, Who Dat Bird, from the Bronx. Jared, you want to tackle that one?
Listen, there's a lot to digest
You
here.
go first. You're the
guy
expert.
from the Bronx in Atlanta.
It's a female, Coco Salamander.
From the Bronx.
He really paid attention.
Listen, a date in Atlanta living in the Bronx. So there's our first red flag. Teal, I like that the guy has style, but your biggest issue in this case is I don't really believe in dating someone that's more than an hour drive away.
Oh, this
So
is good.
living in the Bronx won't work out with someone in Atlanta. You should pass up on this. I mean, if, listen, what do you guys think?
I think 5 more haircuts.
Brennan says 5 more haircuts.
How many
haircut thing
haircuts?
as well?
She had 7 already. So.
Yeah, 12
Two
total.
haircuts actually make sense. Because you can get a haircut, it's no
Bad,
good,
yeah.
and then you go back. I got 2 haircuts.
No, but
Should
7,
I go get...
my argument for 7.
Okay.
Not to interrupt
Go
you.
on,
My
please.
argument for 7 is this is how much you care about the relationship. Something's not right here. Let's go back to the barber and get more cut. No, this is off too. It's got to be perfect for
Gotta be
this.
perfect.
Anthony,
Mistake.
do you
I
go
love this,
home
man.
for haircuts?
What?
Do you go home for haircuts?
Now tread lightly because
Tread
my
lightly.
mom cuts my hair.
That's what I'm saying.
I do go home for
So
haircuts.
you will take, you're like, got a day, I got a haircut. Like,
do
there's
a
like a
whole day.
whole thing. Mm-hmm. Laundry?
No, I do laundry at home.
You do it
I
at
just do a haircut with my mom, visit to the nursing home, and then I teach my mom how to work her Netflix again.
So this is a whole day.
That's my day.
Does Greg go to your mom for a haircut?
I should.
That's insulting that he doesn't.
It's too
Well,
far.
he won't
It's
invite me to his
far.
home.
Yeah, it's far.
No, I don't like him in my home.
No.
Okay, next email
Okay,
if you don't
next
mind. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
can I do one of mine? I
was going to do my 3, then your 3, then your 3. Or you want to go one for one for one?
I think
There
we
are
should do one
9
for one.
emails we're doing on this show.
Yes, but mine tend to follow a trend.
What's that? Oh, yours. Okay, go ahead. I see.
Okay.
I see.
Because I
They
specifically
all have a theme.
Yeah.
I specifically picked these.
This guy
for
from the
their
Bronx
theme.
Sure.
has a lot of Atlanta dates.
Dear J Train, aka Subway Jared. Hopefully that
Oh,
doesn't catch on.
wow. I don't like that. I don't like
You're
that
listening
stuff.
at home. Might be a good idea to start doing that.
I don't know about that one.
AKA inmate 654 and
I don't know
43.
about that
The
one.
Nebraska penal system.
So happy you're on the Rad Dudecast. Who dat bird?
Who that bird?
Anyway, just found out my wife of 17 years, a total 8, 9, 10.
Ooh, face,
Yeah.
body, personality.
Yes. So totally found out she 8, 9, 10 has multiple sclerosis. Do I stick around or am I leaving on a jet plane? Ain't never gonna come back again. Let me know, Feather Father. You demand Bacon Boys for life.
Thank you.
Brad from Tuscany.
Tough situation. All the way from Tuscany. Who that bird?
Who dat bird?
Who that bird?
Who that bird? Caw-caw. Flew that email all the way from Tuscany. Oh my God, it's a tough situation.
What do you do?
For B-Rad.
Yeah, yeah.
This is tough. This is
yeah.
tough.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you got to stick by your wife. I
You
think
got
you
to.
got to stick it out because here's the best puss. Dead wife puss. Okay.
Now you're Rad Dude.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you.
Oh, you're getting it.
Now, let me tell you, and I believe in this, okay? Nobody fucks like a guy who's been left by his wife, but when wife dies, king of fucking. KOF.
We were talking about this the other night. The pure pleasure that you receive from when the eyes go black.
Yes. Well, that's
Second to none.
we've
No,
talked
because
about
it's
this.
not, you haven't left the woman, you stuck it out. So he should stay for that pot of
Yes.
blowjob gold at the end of the tunnel.
And if you don't mind me jumping in to double team your point, Anthony.
Absolutely.
Yes, the greatest aphrodisiac is making love as life is leaving the body.
Oh.
Because the last to be, because you're my last love, now you're the last love.
Scary coming out of the mouth of a guy who worked at a hospital.
You ever dance with the devil right before he takes his mark? Yes.
You do know I have a agreement. I do have an agreement in place with my girlfriend, and that is that if she should die and I'm there, I can fuck her one last time, but
Wow.
not later on.
Yes.
That's
But,
a
like,
weird autopsy.
Standing
No,
agreement.
no. See, I'm not going
there
to wait.
scum in this?
I have to be there.
Yes,
I have
sir,
to
it's
be
my
there.
company.
As it's happening.
said it
if
was
she dies,
okay.
so we're in bed. She dies. I can fuck her.
You
But
get
if
one
it's-
last.
If I'm in another state, I'm not going to go to the morgue, pick her up, take her home, fuck her.
Yeah, there's too
But
many forms
She
to fill out.
agreed because so it's a consensual. She agreed. If she dies in bed, then I'd cry and I fuck her.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right?
You can have that with me as well. Anybody at this table.
Weird agreement.
We're together and
all
I
have-
die.
Yeah.
And
Let's
you wanna
make a
fuck me.
pact
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Compact.
Yeah.
If we all die doing the podcast together,
Yes.
Yeah.
we get to fuck the person.
We'll all
Yes.
be dead. It'll be
no, whoever stays alive.
stays
laughs.
alive.
If we got like a gas situation, and I'm the first to go because I have asthma, that's probably the most likely scenario. Fuck me before you die too. I want that last pleasure to be had.
Okay.
Who's the most delicious out of all of us?
Delicious to eat.
Like if you were gonna eat anybody in this room, who would you eat?
I mean, we know the answer to that.
Greg, full of roast beef.
Wow.
Full of roast
Tastes the
beef.
best.
Yeah, I'm salted, pre-salted.
That's
That's
not
that
what
means
makes
like
you
a-
delicious.
A trip to Cats.
We don't want what's inside the stomach.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
saying he's
flavors-
eating
it
so
flavors
much.
the muscle,
it's
it
It's
flavors
oozed
everything.
out of him.
Yeah,
So this has been discussed already. Sorry.
I think it's just. I think
No,
we
I
just
think
all we
it's just
understood.
a
I think it's just
reasonable
understood.
conversation.
Everyone
to be
answered
had
that
right
as
now.
if that is a 4-episode segment of the show.
well,
Arc.
a
No,
lot.
I mean, I just think it's
Understood.
It's so there. You know,
Yeah.
it's right in
Well,
front of
what
your
you
face.
don't know is when we first started this podcast, to make sure that we could trust each other, we each
Took a sliver.
cut a slice of our own bodies,
And ate it.
fried it up, ate it,
Yes.
and then promised never to tell anyone until this day, until you were on the podcast.
And I'll say this: my big problem with that was that I was the first person to cut, and I just cut off my whole penis. Oh, and then they ate it, and they said, well, we're not doing our whole penis. I said, well, I thought this was the pack.
No, we said we're doing
Cock
a
stew.
Now I'm like one of the Bird boys from Game of Thrones.
No spoilers.
Many birds.
No spoilers.
One of them
Bird.
is
What's a bird boy on Game of Thrones?
Who's the bald guy? He has his Varys.
A eunuch.
The eunuch. You didn't
They-
watch?
they cut their penises off on that show?
No, one guy had it cut off. I don't know how. They don't get into the backstory. Hopefully, we'll see the prequel.
Yeah, hopefully that's the last episode.
Well, oftentimes
the
Just
surgery.
Just them cooking his penis in a stew.
eunuchs are historically servants to kings, especially Japanese emperors, Chinese emperors.
Wait, what?
Yes. Kings, traditionally, emperors especially, did not like other dicked men around them. Oftentimes, a eunuch can also be someone who's only had their balls
Dude,
cut off.
people talk
not
about
their
like
dick.
what's going on today. You go back to times like that,
Crazy.
and you're like, oh, we're living in heaven on earth.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it is like
Yeah.
there was a time where one man had so much power that he would go, no penises around me,
Right.
and they
No,
just
yeah.
made it so.
Make it so.
So they would cut people.
How do they not bleed to death?
Well, they would like probably
Singe it.
Probably
Imagine
burn
the
it, yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. It depending
Think
on where
about it.
you were. I
don't
don't,
want
think
crazy.
it's necessarily removing penises. It was more balls. Because if you take someone's balls off, they're non-sexual.
How they know that is even the thing?
Because you fuck and you realize where the fuck's coming from.
You think it's coming from your balls? I only know that from magazines and books and Anthony stories.
Let me ask you, where do you
This is personal doctor.
where do you purchase your magazines?
Yeah.
Yes. Ziploc store. Okay, continue. I'm done with my emails.
Okay, I got an email. This is
Anthony segment. And
Jay Drain, aka Jay Sandusky. Not to feather your dick hole or anything, but
Don't like these
But I'd say you're a class A cock pusher. Tell Shelby he looks like a snake and to fuck off. Anyway,
Wow.
enough small fuck. Here's the dick jam, my ham
I
cram.
feel like you guys haven't been on the show in a while.
been a
There's
while.
a lot of female listeners that email in now. It's not.
no, I know. I get
These
that.
take on the form of the older emails
Yes.
that I recognize.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
the way you used to write them. Now
Yeah,
you write them
now
from
I
a
write
female's
them from the
perspective.
female- yeah, that's how
You're a beauty.
I've
You're
really
a brain.
I've grown up.
Anyway, my friend Trevor's girlfriend Bev is hot as shit. Total 10, 1, 10. What's that mean?
Face, body, personality.
So
it's a
10 face,
one body, 10 personality.
Great
Yeah.
gal.
I gotta
Big
see
ass
this
head,
woman. I
great
gotta
to
see
talk
this
to.
woman. Yeah.
Total
She's
10,
a pop,
1,
she's a
10.
pop figure.
He said I could fuck her 3 times in any hole, but first I gotta suck his dick. He said I gotta suck it till he comes. The problem is I keep sucking it, but I can't make him come. Also, I've never actually seen Bev or any evidence of her existence. How do you think I can make Trev come in my mouth faster? Thanks, brother. Harry Gary.
What is the quickest way to come for you guys?
The quickest way to come is do it myself.
Do it yourself.
Yes.
That's the answer. You say, Trev.
Well, I answered a question with a question.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was good.
Trev.
You are like a really
the
a master
only
of this.
one who can do this quick
Yeah.
is you.
Man, you just
That's some
made
Yoda shit.
Harry Gary's day a lot
That's
better.
right.
Yeah.
Got you, Harry Gary.
The whole point of that email, the only thing funny in there for me to write,
You were right.
I thought,
Down
No, for
that
Harry
from
Gary.
the email.
I thought 10-1-10 was a very
10
Yeah.
one,
As a
10.
person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
You got another, right?
Can I do a real quick one? Real quick?
Absolutely.
Sorry, this is the
Please.
last one. Quick cue from a Maine Jew. In a man's house right now.
Hold on, that line. A quick cue from a Maine Jew.
I'm surprised that one never got
That's
done.
my sitcom theme song. Quick cue from a Maine Jew. Every Saturdays at 10 a.m.
This also is
NBC.
the children's times.
Yeah. Quick cue from a Maine Jew. It's my children's advice show.
That's not a bad idea.
This,
Good idea.
let me interrupt
Good
you
idea.
for 1 second because it's going on what he said, the advice show. I had a buddy who his dad drew a cartoon that only ran in like the local newspaper that was like this little dog that would answer advice questions for kids. And he had this insane mansion. And in my mind as a kid, I'm going, man, you got to be a cartoonist for the
that
local
local
for the
paper
local
money.
paper. And then as I got older, I found out his mom is part of the Hershey family.
Oh, wow.
Family.
So when you're the Hershey descendants, when your last name's Hershey, you just decide, well, you just take on fake jobs that you make up.
Right.
Yeah.
Cartoonist at
But
the
as
local
a
paper.
little kid, I'm like, yeah, man, he is famous.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
get it. I get why he's got a
get it.
water slide built into a hill.
quick cue from my Maine big Jew.
You changed it then.
Yeah, because I can't read fast. I get nervous.
Big Jew sounds anti-Semitic. But go on.
I get nervous when I read.
Okay.
In my man's house right now, he's a 739-666. His
That doesn't make sense
he's
with
a
any
plane.
of the scale. Yeah, he's
It's a Boeing plane.
a Boeing 766.
yeah, found out he cheating on me, but he quite sexual, so I'm gonna stick in. Real quick, how much to fuck me? You get no information about me. Get at me, Corbin D. Wells, that honey from sunny land of Florida. How much to fuck a random person? You don't get to know anything.
Carmen D.
Wait.
You don't get to know anything.
Nothing.
You
Wait.
fuck someone.
How much does he pay, or how much do they pay him?
Pay me.
How much to pay him?
Pay me.
him.
So
You get no back info.
Do I know the sex of the person?
All you know is, well, yes.
Carmen D. Wells.
Corbin.
Sunny D.
Corbin.
No, it's-
So you don't know.
It's Corbin D. Wells, that honey from the sunny land of Florida, and she does mention she's a woman.
Okay, so I'm doing it.
That's all you know.
All I know. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it 600 grand.
600 grand.
Wow.
I was gonna say free.
My man.
600 grand.
600 grand.
I was gonna say at least $1 million. After
A
taxes, that's not a
mil.
lot.
You're saying 600 grand is
Taxes.
This
What-
is taxed.
The government's coming after
Yes.
this proposition.
Yeah, man. You always
This is
pay the government.
post-tax money.
The government gets their
Hold
money.
on a second.
You
I
ever
don't
been to
know,
a
man.
brothel where they make
Let's
you fill
be
out a
serious.
W-9?
Let's be serious.
Yeah, I like how Greg has this whole scenario, and then the government's involved.
Yeah, man. Taxes, man.
Let's
Tax
be-
man
learned my
never
lesson.
quits.
I learned my lesson. I'm not going to drag no one else in.
Be honest about this.
Did learn
answer.
his lesson.
You're seriously saying you know it's a woman, sight and unseen to fuck her. You would charge. It would have to be $1 million.
First of all, I'm going to throw away my life for this. Gonna have to be
You
$1
don't
million.
have to talk in the email
Why do you-
voice.
Why? Yeah, why'd you turn into an R&B singer?
Let an artist be an artist.
Let an artist be an artist.
That's sick.
I'm an artist. That's my art.
I would do it. In all honesty,
Greg wrote a Boys to Men song just now.
Yeah.
Not throwing away my wife, my life.
I wrote a sketch one time.
We got strife.
I wrote a sketch one time that was just like the deep voice guys from the beginning of R&B songs that
What
just
up, baby?
that just all got together and made their own group. But it
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
talking from the beginning of the song, like,
them talking
girl,
about-
you done
Girl.
everything I ever needed. I want to take you home.
Just 10 minutes of loop of girl.
Oh, I thought he was just like talking about whatever was going on in his life.
Come on, girl.
Come on, girl.
Come on, girl.
You know how to fix an inkjet? It's tricky. It's trickier than you
That's what we should open. IT company. You call for IT. It's the sexual guy.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can get your computers fixed and also finger yourself.
Ooh, yourself.
People have been looking for a long time.
Yeah, you want to do a double time. I'll pitch that to Mark
A
Cuban.
business.
What do you think of that, Mr. Wonderful? Fuck you.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Barbara, I already know what you're going to say.
Do you know last night I knew three separate people who were on Shark Tank?
No.
Really?
For two
Really?
different products.
Did they get picked
What?
up?
So I have friends that own Bantam Bagels, and
Yeah.
they've
Oh,
been
I know
on
Bantam
before.
Bagels. They've been on the
so
show.
their update was last night on a new episode. Plus, this other guy, Kyle, who's friends with my brother, who's become friends with me, started another company, a sweatpant overall company.
If you said to me right now, I know 2 people on Shark Tank, guess what they invented? I would go, bagels, sweatpants overalls. And I've never watched the show.
Yeah, those are the 2.
I just know your friends.
But can you believe the same
amazing.
episode?
Oh, really?
They were on the update, and my buddy who was presenting
Wow.
The
Swoveralls didn't get picked up.
It doesn't matter. They're still selling.
They're still there. Well, he said, we had some texting this morning, but he I mean, it's crazy. Like of all the chances,
Yeah.
and I even put them together, like to give advice. Like I put them on an email together, like a year ago,
Wow.
and now same Shark Tank.
You know where the market for Swoveralls is?
Colleges.
Instagram ads.
Wow, he's been doing. Him and I we helped him out a little bit, like just like some Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
But I think my idea for his company, and he didn't really get along. No. But I thought you be the king of Sundays. You have everything that
You're
you
the
sell.
king of Sundays.
You sell that you should be worn on Sundays.
Yeah,
that's
anything you buy, like Chubby's, is the company that had the short shorts.
Okay.
And then they created a whole brand off the short shorts. You can get other stuff from them. But if you were just the thing that everyone needs to buy for their Sunday couch time,
I'll be the hump day guy. How to get through the hump day.
how to get? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, masturbation pants.
Everyone
pushing.
How do masturbation bands work?
Oh, come on. I don't want to go over this 1,000th time. It's a string.
Is there a sleeve that leads to your pants?
No, it's a simple string attached to the zipper of your pants, and you tie the string around your penis, and as you walk, it jerks you off.
That is way weirder than I thought.
Why? It's for hump
Once
day.
you see these things in motion,
Yeah, but that
It's for
is
hump
more
day.
technical and engineering than the way I thought it was.
Tell
I'm a
him
genius.
That.
I'm a
Don't
genius.
tell him it's technical. Okay. What it is because I've been.
So if you could be talking to some guy and he'd just be sitting there getting whacked off.
No.
Only if he's running.
No,
if you're
no,
walking and
Jared,
talking. Say
it's
you
like
two are
electric.
on the West Wing
Want to go
together.
for a jog?
Yeah.
Don't support this.
Get a lot of exercise that way.
6 years.
You ain't wrong.
6 years I've been telling him this is a non-functioning
See,
product.
the
Yeah, you're the
Masturbation-
same guy that told the Wright brothers it'll
Well-
never fucking work.
Yeah.
In Brendan's defense, he knows this before my system of pulleys, because I went back to the drawing
Fair.
board and there's pulleys that come out and
See,
they're
to
all
me,
around.
masturbation
You haven't
pants
seen-
are
Yeah, ties to the feet.
are a different take on the Snuggie. They would be sweatpants that has an extra sleeve for your right
No, that's
or
every
left
pair-
hand.
that's every pair of pants.
And that you could slip through to whack off in the
yeah,
pants.
but people have been
It's an
cutting
early
holes in
prototype.
pockets.
That would be funny to watch on Shark Tank.
You
People
right.
have been cutting holes in pockets
Since you and I were born.
What's going on, man?
All right, where are you going to put all that money you make from the pants?
In my cum bucket.
A different place for it.
Yeah.
What's the cum bucket?
It's a bucket of money and cum that I keep, and no one steals my money because they have to
Yeah.
stick their hand in the cum.
That's actually
Pretty genius.
It's a better plan than I originally heard it.
Better than banks.
When I first heard it, I was like, "Cum bucket with the money. Where's this gonna go?" And it went to a place that makes some sense.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know what's interesting? When they do counts,
Yeah.
at like dope houses, it fucking reeks because junkies keep their money in their underwear.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a known thing when they
Wow.
do their counts that it's like kind of gross.
Is that why
Plus
they
they're
wear those
doing
masks?
coke, so their shit stinks extra.
Then bring.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they don't wear the make. They
I always see the Asian people wearing the masks.
They wear the mask when they make crack, so you don't get high. Or,
I say bring the mask for counting money too, because it's double. Double.
yeah,
So wait, but the money smells so bad?
yeah,
it's
because they keep it in
people's
their underwear. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right, let's get back to your emails. Brandon's got some email. Anthony has some emails.
Oh, yeah,
Anthony,
Brendan,
go ahead,
you got
hit
another
your
email?
emails.
Look at Greg keeping us on track.
I'm sweating. Why am I so sweaty?
Because you're hot, baby.
Thank you.
Nervous about this huge guest.
Did
got.
you know? So I got this gross tattoo because it's healing in the moment, but it looks
Yeah,
pretty good
what
once
happened?
it's healed.
Let's see
It's
it.
just healing. It's gross.
It looks good.
Once it's on, but here's the problem. Let me tell you the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an interestingly shaded panther. I wanted a panther head, you know. But I think it's
Panther's
another.
got a pounce.
I think it's another tiger, and so now I'm a guy with two tiger tattoos.
It
If you got-
does.
I'm sorry. Is this a
I'm
problem?
not gonna like. I.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's tigerish.
That's the thing. If you're a guy with one tiger tattoo, which I love, I can say I love I just think it looks cool.
Yeah.
If you have 2 tiger tattoos,
Now
now
you're
I gotta
just
pretend
into
I'm into
tigers.
tiger.
Yeah. Tiger
So
shoulder.
now I gotta tell people like, oh, I just think it's a majestic animal. It reminds me of myself. So it's a whole. But I think it's
The
a panther.
panther
I don't
needs
know,
to be
it's
the full
healing, so it's fucked
panther.
up.
You got 2 tigers. I got 3 scabs. I got my 3
Well,
scabs.
this is healing. It'll be cleaned up and better. It's all scabby and shit because I just got it. But.
What up?
Looks good though.
Looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fully committed to be a fully arm-sleeved guy. I'm gonna get up my arms done and that's it.
Nice.
You're gonna get
mom's
more
mad at me.
animals.
I just like American traditional.
Oh,
So
right.
like a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
that's
we-
like
You should get the words American traditional tattooed.
That's a good one. Now we're bouncing ideas.
I might
back
get
to you.
I might get J Train
Or maybe a lo-
tattooed.
The other-
But
the other
one.
J Train, yeah,
No,
the other
the
guy.
Norwegian J Train,
Yeah.
the good one.
Cutting back to Anthony.
Jewish people can't have tattoos because then they can't be buried in a cemetery.
I am
seems to be
clean.
Wow,
changing.
that's
Yeah.
either
To be changing.
accurate
No,
or
it's a real
racist.
thing.
No, it's
That's
true.
a real-
Oh, because you're now Mr. Passover now.
Yeah.
Anthony's Mr.
I know.
Passover.
Quite a bit.
Did you go to Passover?
My people go. Yeah, I certainly did, man. It's a time-honored tradition.
Die, die,
Actually Jewish, Jared?
I'm actually Jewish.
Wow, I thought the whole time he was
He's
like
a
an
real
Italian
one,
guy
man.
doing a bit.
No, man.
A 9-year bit.
Looking at the real thing, man.
Yeah.
Want to
The
in the rumor royalty, the
Yes.
chosen one.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is coming from PBF. What's up? My girl loves the cold. Call that bitch the ice queen. But I'm a heat man. Can't stand the cold. Anyway, it's my first time being in a long-term relationship with a snake. I'm trying to party and see my family on the holidays, and all this bitch want to do is eat mice and watch Indiana Jones. What should I do? Preston Boner face.
You can always get. It's easier to get warmer than it is to get colder. So you go, and this is to bring it back to the comfies on Sundays. You buy your snake a beautifully knit sweater and like you go high-end athleisure wear.
Ah, yes.
And you really dress them up so that you can open a window and you go, well, I got you all this nice athleisure wear. Now you're good, kid.
Wow.
Great advice.
See, you didn't think I would come with
see
just straight on good advice.
I knew you.
No, I thought you would.
That's what I was
I thought
excited
you would,
about.
yes.
I said he's not going to take this
These are
like an
real
asshole.
ideas.
He's going to take this for real.
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna ground these. That's
Goddamn
exactly
Gotta
what I
ground
thought.
these. This is right.
I had a run-in
Beautiful snake, though.
with a pregnant.
Thank you.
I had a run-in with a pregnant stripper, and she had one of those yellow Britney Spears style like pythons. You know those ones?
Oh, it's the I'm a slave for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
albino
Right.
python.
And she had it in a bag, you know. And I go, 'cause
Big or
that's
little?
how people carry strip
like a Santa bag,
Yeah,
big old
people
bag.
carry
Like Jake the
snakes.
Snake Roberts
Yeah,
used to carry.
yeah,
around.
snakes are
You were carrying a
snakes.
fucking laundry bag.
In a
Yes.
laundry bag.
No, that's how
Yeah.
so people often
Can't
carry.
believe PETA never got on top of that.
People often carry snakes in bags.
Yeah.
And I go, do snakes like being in bags? You know? And she gives me really probably the most honest answer I've ever had in my entire life to any question. She goes, nobody knows what snakes like.
She's absolutely right.
Absolutely right. They don't smile.
That's-
There's no emotion.
That's one of those things that you could say to like an animal rescue person. Like you don't know what they like.
Yeah.
You don't know if this is their
Yeah, man.
thing. We got people out here getting their balls whacked by women.
Yeah.
You don't think animals have some weird fetishes too?
Yeah, you don't think there are any gray lines? There's no gray area there.
Yeah.
If you saw that from a distance, you'd be like, this banker hates
This
it.
is the problem with like we want to get political.
Yeah, let's get- we would
This is
lock her up.
I know this is a
Lock
big
her.
political show.
Yes.
The progressive thing, like where does it? You can when you're progressive, you can have the response be to anything. Now you can make like I was like wanted a finger in the butt. Okay,
Right.
and I was like, and then like my girlfriend made fun of me, and I was like, you guys are not. Once it's whatever you feel,
Right.
you can't make fun of me. Now you've shamed me for being me.
Wait, what do you mean? Say one more sentence.
So what I What I'm saying is,
Explain
like,
yourself, but limit it.
These animal people are like, we should never kill an animal. It's like, how do you not know the animals aren't like
Aren't looking to get
Suicidal.
killed.
Yeah.
Like
Some
that
people
snake,
are sad, man.
That snake is in the bag, being like,
hero.
"Oh, I'm getting that bag love."
Yeah.
Well, but
I
no.
love a bag.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
sometimes
why-
I like being in a tent.
That's why I
Take me to the
asked.
laundromat, clean me up.
The reason I asked is because they do know that a dog, most dogs, if you're not home, a dog generally prefers to be in a cage because dogs feel like it goes back to their wolf mentality in the lair. A dog feels like if it's not in a cage, it feels like it's responsible for protecting the whole house, and that's a lot of stress. So if
Yeah.
you put it in a
Not this
cage,
dog.
it can.
Ah, man, I like to be a free bird. Who that bird?
Out of the law.
But you right. You right.
Now, do you have another?
You bet I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Check your phone.
You texted me?
No.
Oh.
I just saying the emails on your phone. Don't do it from memory.
Definitely texted me.
Did I?
No. I. Oh,
There's
you.
a lot of crosstalk.
Do it from memory. Oh, you thought I was going to do it from memory? No way.
I'm kind of drunk.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry.
Hey guys, love the show. Love the show. Hate the player. Call me crazy, but I don't know that the Jewish people were slaves. I went to Passover. It was fun. Too much reading for me. I'm more of a watch Hulu with my socks off kind of guy. So I was all ready to donate to whichever synagogue Lenny Kravitz goes to. But then I thought, hold up, what would Moses do? Besides complaining about a draft in the room and sending soup back, I Googled Jewish slaves. And it turns out they couldn't have built the pyramids because the timelines don't add up. What do you guys think? Is it real or just another liberal conspiracy to make us feel bad for Jewish people? Sincerely, Joe Biden.
It kind of feels
Joe
like these
Biden.
were all thoughts Anthony had at Passover.
No,
And
you don't
he
want to
wasn't
hear my
able to
Passover
bring up
thoughts.
what.
My Passover thoughts are much worse.
I think that's a great
That's a
segment,
great
for
segment.
this show.
Passover thoughts.
Passover thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could tell you exactly what I think is going on. In
What do you think is
Passover.
going on at
I
Passover?
think the food is so bad. Jewish people food
Well,
is so bad.
This is anti-Semitic. I am not going to be in favor. of
no, this
Jews
is
have
so-
good
here's
food.
the thing.
going to be a
Jews have good
culinary
food.
Here's the thing with Seder, the food is garbage.
Yes.
The problem is it's served in front of the meal you want to have, and you're starving. So you sit there and you do like you'll be half happy. So they'll be doing the Seder, which takes a while,
2.5 hours.
and you'll be literally like, I gotta eat something right now. I came to this
Yeah.
meal hungry, and they're like, and now we take the parsley and put it on a matzah, and you're like, I'll take whatever I can get.
That's what I mean.
And so you just eat a ton
That's-
of parsley on matzah, and you're like, this is fucking gross, but I'm so hungry right
Yes.
now. And then the
Yes.
real meal comes, and it's like matzo ball soup, and you're going, well, this is delicious, but I'm already full from all the garbage I had. The lamb
you-
shank I had to fucking suck on
Wow.
while,
I like that.
before
I
this
like
could
that.
start.
Wow.
So I
agree with you. That's exactly what I was getting to.
Yes.
Before I was hounded for being
'Cause you
anti-Semitic.
yeah.
But here's
right
the
away.
thing.
You're also anti-Semitic.
Let's not
Here's
play
the thing.
semantics.
Anthony, everyone.
Here's the thing, Brendan.
Everyone
about hang on,
shits
hang on.
No, you hang on.
No,
Because
you hang
everyone
on.
shits
I agree
on
with
Jewish,
Jared. That's what I was saying.
Everyone shits on Jewish food, but it's like you haven't even tried, a Christian baby.
Have you eaten Christian baby?
That was worth it.
Yeah.
that was
Have you
worth
eaten Christian baby?
yeah.
No.
Have you
I
sucked
am.
the
Well, this
blood
is a very
from an unbaptized Christian?
I think
Yeah.
Italians
Yeah.
come in hot to Jewish events because they're like, this all seems familiar.
Yes.
And then it's not.
No, it's not from the jump. I've never been given it. It only seems familiar at a restaurant.
The
I've never been
family
given out
aspect of
pages
it.
of reading material.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You Italians don't read.
No, we
We
can't.
all know that.
We
Well,
but
refuse
that's-
to because we already know
We all
everything.
know this.
Yeah, we wrote everything.
Yeah. You
so we
wrote
don't
it
need to
all.
read it. Why
You're
would you
done
do
reading.
that?
You
I
come
don't
into
listen,
an
that's why I don't listen to
Italian
an episode.
You
You
come
come
into an
in-
Italian gathering. You're gonna get a fresh cup of marinara as soon as you walk in. You're gonna get 2 meatballs on a fork, and then you're having a good time.
That's
and
right,
you get tell fungal to
I
everybody.
can see why
and you
Anthony
curse at the
came in
president.
and was like, this is awful.
I liked.
He said he had a great time.
I had a great time, and I liked the reading out loud aspect of
Wait,
it.
where
That
did
was-
you go to Passover? No one's even introduced this.
I
Did
walked-
you go
I
to
walked-
Passover with Jared?
No, his
No, I
wife.
went to Long Island and I walked into some household.
Oh, did you go with Julia? Is Julia Jewish?
She's half Jewish.
Solomon.
Yeah.
She ain't a snowboarder.
Not enough. We can pretty much guarantee that.
No, as an A to D, but that makes sense.
That made sense. It tracks.
I got it. Skier. I think you should have said skier. Solomon
Fuck
makes more.
you.
No, they
I
make
make
more
my
skis.
jokes.
Solomon doesn't really make snowboard.
I have a Solomon snowboard. and install them in rollerblades.
Greg has a different vibe on this show than he does in.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he's
Greg
drunk
comes-
on this show.
Greg comes in hard and hot on this show, angry.
Becky, what side are you on?
You see Greg on the street, he's like,
No, us.
I see you.
On the street.
But Greg sticks to his guns on this show, and I like it.
I bring confidence because it's the only place I have it.
Only
You're not.
Becky awing that didn't help that at all.
I thought Becky was making fun of me before she was complimenting me. Now I feel bad.
Well, listen, no, I like it. I like this, Greg.
Look at it. I'm covered. If you're not watching the audio or the video feed, I'm covered in belly sweat.
Why are you
People-
sweating?
I don't know, man. I mean, my life has gotten
I've
hot
tracked
lately.
most of the cameras. I've tracked the camera stats that we have. Most people don't watch you. They watch
Yeah, he
other
don't.
You
places.
haven't tracked the
He
camera.
camera
Eyes
stats-
on
no, I
Greg.
know eye
They
movement.
want that confidence.
You're saying you've gotten YouTube feedback
Yes.
on which portion of the screen they're looking at.
Their eyes are
what I'm
making
saying.
contact
Yes.
with.
What are they watching the most of, Anthony?
They're watching mainly Greg, Becky, but you don't want to know the guys watching Becky.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
a lot of cat enthusiasts like Louie walking around.
Louie.
They'll zone out and then they feel a cat on screen.
Yeah.
They look at
They
them.
get very
Yeah.
excited.
I'm allergic to cat feeds.
You're allergic to cat.
I'm so allergic to cats that if one's on video, I break out and I got to get an EpiPen and.
You handle these cats wonderfully.
Yeah, I think I'm not allergic anymore.
Yeah, you must not be
It
because
could-
You grew out of it?
First of all, Becky does
Sometimes
keep her
people
house
grow out of 'em.
pretty
Yeah.
immaculately clean.
Yeah.
But second of all, you may have grown. You can grow out of allergies.
No, I'm also getting these shots. I get a shot every week. That's
Well, you didn't
this
mention
sounds
that.
like a joke, but it's actually true. I get these allergy shots once a week.
yeah.
Back to my. Should we?
Oh, I had
back
one
to you
more
with
thing.
sports.
I like
Say-
that. I like that your life has been that of such a degenerate that you have to say this sounds like a joke, but I get an allergy shot.
I swear to
once a
God,
week.
Jared, if you don't turn your phone off, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna kiss you on the lips, and you're gonna be very upset because you're not into that.
That's
kind
what
of
I
thing.
want. That's what I came here for. He said, I'm getting a kiss on the lips.
Oh,
whether
how
he
happy
likes
am
it or
I?
not.
Yeah,
Very, very excited.
So happy.
You're
I'm
very
pumped you
excited.
guys had a couple
Reason-
drinks. I'm excited about this.
not me.
Hang out
We
with
got
a
another
friend.
episode to do after you leave, and I got a feeling there's going
is
to be
gonna be
some
Greg
heavy
na-
lifting to
No,
do.
because
Greg
I'm gonna smoke
napping.
some weed, and then that'll even me out.
That's a good
it's-
point.
Heavy
Yeah,
lifting. I've got a bunch of stuff you don't even know about what I got going on.
I never do.
I got a bunch of cool shit happening on the next episode.
Well,
But
how am I
didn't-
missing out on it? What
Just
what
stick
about this?
around.
We're doing this episode now.
Yeah, it's going great.
but
Yeah,
like
we
to
had
give
these
a-
emails for you.
We like to give a preview. Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
My other thing
I
about
came here to talk about the next episode.
a little bit. We do a little bit of a preview.
Teaser.
The other thing with Passover is the Afi Coleman situation.
If
Love
you
that,
say
Colin.
this guy, who is this guy?
what are you talking about?
He's this guy. He's like my lawyer or something.
Offie Coleman.
Who is Afi Coleman? He keeps talking
He's
about
the
him.
Yeah, fellow
entertainment
Jewish
lawyer that represents
explain.
the show.
Yeah.
Afi Coleman?
Coincidentally. happens to be.
Offie Coleman.
Afi Coleman, they do this thing with the matzah where at
Yep.
the end they hide the matzah in the house and whoever gets it gets a cash prize.
Cash
Which is not
money.
doing
Can I
any
pause?
favors for stereotypes.
Major
It is
question.
a very stereotypical Jewish thing to do. We're going to hide something on you.
It's
You get
something-
money if you find it.
A racist against Jews would
Would
think that,
that
is
we
what
do.
you guys were up
yeah,
to.
it
So-
is a fantastic tradition.
So they hide cheese and the.
How do you think I bought?
No one said
the
cheese.
cheese is the
Cheese,
gift.
but-
Is it matzah cheese?
No.
No.
Matzah is.
You're thinking
Dough.
mozzarella.
It's like
You're
bread.
thinking mozzarella.
Matzah ball. Isn't that a big ball of mozzarella?
That's not. I wish.
That's not a bad idea.
Different type of soup, but delicious.
That's not a bad idea.
A
for
matzo
soup,
ball.
man.
Is
Matzo
there
ball.
cheese in the matzo ball?
No.
No, it's like bread, right?
Matzo ball is like a Jewish meatball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I
no
like
meat.
that.
Yeah.
No
Just
meat.
No
Right.
meat.
It's good though. A matzo ball.
It is
like-
good.
It's delicious.
Nice.
The consistency is fun. It's
Yeah,
really
the whole
good.
thing, everything going on with the matzo.
Can't
Filled
get a
with
bad
complaints.
matzo ball.
Here's the thing. Here's what's interesting.
Yeah.
Jewish people have
Yeah.
to deal with clearly much more religious bias than us as Catholics.
As atheists, sorry, they don't allow atheists in
as
the room.
born Catholics,
Sure.
But inarguably,
Yes,
the Catholic religion is way worse.
yes. That's why I jumped ship.
Yeah, exactly. That's why none of us really practice.
Here's
I mean,
the
I don't want
thing.
to. I don't. The thing is, the Jews are other than you know, if you're Hasidic or something like intense, the Jews are the most casual, like just reasonable Catholics.
Well,
it's crazy.
Reasonable is a
It depends on which,
Yeah,
which
it depends
level you're
what
talking
level
to.
you are, but
You know,
for the
they're
most
wearing, winter jackets in the summer. So
Well, yeah, those guys. Nobody likes those fellas.
Also, Jared,
it's not reasonable at all.
Reasonable that is.
Well, yeah, but they
Cool
also
in
don't-
July.
what you need to understand is that Brendan is doing a segment we like to call Greg and Anthony have said so much racist shit that Brendan needs to say something nice.
He's
to
gotta
make sure
roll it
people
back.
know
No,
we're
I'm not.
Roll
I'm
it
not.
back.
I in fact.
Roll it back.
Look, my people were slaves for 400
I in
years.
What
What
people?
people? Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
He's Jewish now.
You people.
My people. So
My people.
I know it's okay. You know what I mean? I'll say whatever.
Well, the Irish, weren't. They had to build the railroads, and with
That's-
they made us hang out with the Chinese.
This is the most 2019 conversation. Everyone pull out their struggle.
no, but you missed.
I have
my-
ADD.
You missed.
We had to bow down to the pharaoh.
You guys missed my joke. My
What was
joke
it?
was that I wasn't complaining about building the railroads. I was complaining about hanging out with the Chinese.
Yeah, they're no good.
That was a
That's
good
my
joke.
kind of
That's
joke.
a good bit.
Here's the
No.
thing, Brendan. That's a great joke. Didn't expect it coming from you. Expected it coming from me, so I tuned out.
And that's our podcast. Goodbye.
Classic misdirection.
Do some plugs.
Yeah, Jared, plug
Is
everything.
this it? We're done?
No,
Soon.
No.
We do plugs and then we do about another 3 hours.
Well, all of you can find me online
Nice.
at Jared Freed on Instagram.
.com.
FRIED.
FREID.
Oh,
Like freed at last.
See, I
freed
was-
at last.
All you want out of a
we
plug
didn't land
is
on
for
Penn State. Penn State landed on us.
All you want from a plug is for it to get confusing the more you do it.
Sorry.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. FREID, Jared Freed.
You can find me. I'm a
He's out
huge
there.
fan of this show. I consider
We're a huge fan of you.
myself
We did a show.
part of it.
We did a show once at
Raise a
Jared's,
glass.
Raise a
at
glass.
Jared's fraternity.
Which is
and,
now
Oh
closed.
my! What?
Yeah, well,
shut it down.
Let's not bring that story.
Yeah, it's a bad story.
It's not a great
MTV.
situation.
They get
yeah.
shut down for being too real.
Yeah, well, too really not good at calling the police when a kid was dying. But let's
It's a
move
bad
on.
story.
But anyway, we were doing a show there. Literally, I'm telling jokes. A kid walks up next to me and just starts pissing out a window,
Nice.
and that's the best heckle I've ever had. Where I go, well, this is. I can't really argue with this. This
have
is
to
very
go pee.
this is very funny what
Yeah.
he did.
Yes.
So, this is
He
better
get-
than my jokes.
He gets timing.
yeah, yeah.
First of all, we gotta say, man, we love Jared. Check out his pot. He needs the hits.
Need
he
it.
needs the listens.
I came here
We
for
love
that post Joe Rogan bump. How'd you guys feel about it? Did you get a lot of texts?
No, you were telling me now for the first time.
Yes.
Didn't you get mentioned on Joe Rogan, or did I imagine that?
Some of us did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
A couple of us got mentioned on Joe Rogan. Yeah.
What did I texted
A
Adam.
great friend.
I love that he went on. I texted him because it's funny to me that he went on Joe Rogan and the first thing he talks about is alpha males don't exist. And I'm like, if
Hell
this
yeah.
was a
Get
prank,
him, Adam.
if that was a prank, that's the funniest prank. It's like I'm gonna go on and convince him alpha male doesn't
Great.
exist.
I love it.
And he's like, and then, we went back and forth. But then I heard that you guys were nicely mentioned.
Adam's the best. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah,
Great
one of
guy.
our main men.
Yeah, the main man.
A main man.
Can I-
main man.
But I didn't get that far. What did he say?
That's my main man. That's my main man.
Is that what he said? Okay.
Oh no, he was talking about the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, and then mentioned your
Yeah.
name.
He had mentioned that
can
Greg and I wrote the whole thing.
How many texts did you get?
One from Conover. And I think that might have been it, actually.
That's it.
Hey,
I'm just
mentioned
wondering
you.
what the reach is. Like
One from Conover, and I texted him first.
It's a 3-hour podcast.
I know.
For only people who are like really who already fans.
Yeah.
Are like,
That's-
whoa, I
but I'm-
heard your name.
But I'm
That's
saying,
exciting.
Red
how
Yes
big is that
fans.
podcast that the trickle down of it is that you could be lightly mentioned once.
And people
I would
get
wonder,
excited.
and you got
Yeah.
texts. So it's like if you got mentioned on my podcast, you wouldn't get any texts.
I got more texts from your podcast
really.
from my dad because he's a big fan.
Yeah.
and he
I
texted
knew
me
it.
50
He loves the
times.
advice.
Yeah,
I knew it. Did he write one of those emails?
Well,
Is he the one commuting
wife,
from the
Betty.
Bronx
Yeah.
to
I mean,
793.
in all
Who that
seriousness,
bird?
in all seriousness, being serious for a second, like yes, we never received any text, but most of our initial following was through being on your podcast.
That's you guys. You came on and brought.
Yeah, we
the
came
heat.
Yeah,
and
no,
saw
it
we
was
conquered
good.
like
But
Vinny
it's
Vinny
sizzle.
Vici.
It's the four of
Just
us
like
are good
Moses
together,
led
but-
our people.
Yeah, you don't know bacon's cooking unless it's sizzled.
Who that big
Absolutely.
boy?
To Mount Sinai.
Here's what
I would
face of
love
God.
if all of a sudden Anthony just started studying up on the Jewish religion, just
I
became
might,
like
man.
really into
I
it.
might convert, man. I watched that whole movie, 4 hours long.
What movie?
10 Commandments.
That's a Catholic thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a Jewish movie.
Wow, this is some brainwashing that people have done for years to try to convince you guys that Jews have not accomplished what they've accomplished. Moses
We
led-
created the internet,
Yes. Talk about it.
created money,
Nice.
There it is.
created
Google.
Google.
Look it up.
I
How
will.
are you going to do that?
Facebook.
Google it.
Facebook.
Used to be called Jugal.
Yep. It was a Jewish database to find other Jews. Because a lot of people were lost in the Holocaust
Yeah.
and other wars. So it was a way to find other Jews.
Anthony's right.
Brendan, what do you got coming up?
Oh, for my album's gonna be coming out soon. I have more details on that. But for today, I just really would say if you don't listen to the J Train podcast,
Thank
check
you.
it out. He's been very helpful in our growth and a good friend of ours.
And I'll be in
uh,
Philly. When does this come out? Do you guys?
Tonight.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I can't believe any of that.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tanner, right?
This podcast
he knows,
has come
he
a
knows.
long
Becky,
way
right?
too. It used to be
They
it just
know.
came out whenever.
Oh
Totally.
yeah,
It
sure.
used to just come
Now-
out whenever.
Yeah,
6.5
whenever.
years.
Yeah.
Situationally.
It was
Yes.
like when I wash the dishes. I don't know, when it seems like the right time.
If I happened to be at their house,
Yeah.
we'd make a podcast.
I'll be in Philadelphia next week.
Punchline?
So
Punchline. Come,
scour the city.
Nice.
Come find him.
come find me.
Find him.
Come find me.
I did the Punchline. It's a great club. I sold out.
You did?
Yeah.
It's a big fucking club.
I had Michelle closing for me.
Good for you.
Just kidding. What do you got to say, Anthony?
I'll be at the comic strip in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. April
Boo.
20th through the
This
Bag
is
Club
the,
Bag
wait. You've
Comedian.
been there before, right?
Yeah, they bring me back.
He's
They
a
love
geek.
me over there.
So you're like back in. They're like, hey,
Back in
Anthony.
Edmonton,
You just
that's-
you're like, I'm back.
Yep, they hand me
It's like a
hockey jersey.
30-hour flight.
Absolutely. They let me skate around the ice for a little bit.
Really?
So yeah, they let me
Go
play
check out
goalie.
the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go, put him in. So I'll be in Edmonton for all my Edmonton heads out there. There's a lot of you.
What up, Eddies?
Steady Eddies, baby.
May 3rd and 4th, I'll be at the DC Draft House. May 10th and 11th, I'll be at the Comedy Loft in Lincoln, Nebraska. And May 15th through the 18th, I'll be at Acme Comedy Club in
How
Minneapolis,
the fuck are you
Minnesota.
not looking at anything? You just know that?
Yeah, that
Zoot.
I
That's
was
the
just
power, man. The power of Judaism.
That's right.
Let me
I was thinking that like that's how little we have to do. We know all our dates off the top of our head.
Let me ask you this: is that a new club in Lincoln? Because I've done Lincoln, and there was no club there when I did.
No, it's been around for a while.
No, I was
Lincoln,
there.
Nebraska?
Yeah, I
No,
did Lincoln, and there was no club.
It's been around for a long time.
No, I'm
and
telling
they,
you, I did Lincoln.
May
Long time.
25th,
I
I will
floated
be at
your name, but
May 25th. I'll be at Laugh It Up Poughkeepsie.
You're doing Laugh It Up.
Yeah, and some other shit, but that's the only thing I got a bonus for. So come to that.
Get that bonus.
And y'all are great. First of all, a round of applause for Jared from Subway, J Train.
get that name out there.
And also, the Rad Dukecast After Dark. You gotta plug the fan group.
No, they don't care.
I'm
No,
a big
that's
part of that
secret.
fan group.
That's true. Jarrett's in there being mean to us all the time. So get on that.
mean.
And then
This is all love, baby.
always, visit the Remember to Be Happy Studios.com website. Becky Rodriguez, Tanner Williams, and
You're not supposed to say Tanner's last name. It's Pornhub Tanner.
Tanner doesn't even like that. He wants his last name out there.
But he said
That's
if you
what's
say
up.
Pornhub, you can't say the W part. So it's just Pornhub Tanner.
Tanner, phone number 973-418-9623.
That's my mom's exact phone number.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we'll see everybody later. Oh, this is Anthony DeVito, world famous comedian, been on Comedy Central, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Check out the Rad Dude Cast on Patreon. Thanks so much for listening.
That's incredible that you did that right.
Holy shit. Welcome to News Radio. My name is Todd Sterling.
I'm Gordon Bombay.
And I am Victor Chocolate.
Well, good to have you guys here. Today on the news, we had three iPhones were stolen from a factory by a giant salamander.
How big was the salamander?
We've got an exclusive interview with the salamander right now. Sir, what are your motives?
I gotta be honest.
I gotta get out. Can we?
This bit
Can we
is
not?
very complicated. I thought we were just doing the news. You bring up the goddamn salamander
I did
character.
not bring
Now we're
up the
double
salamander.
charactering.
Man.
No, you didn't bring up the salamander, but you brought him up as a character, and now he's double character.
Shame on you, Anthony. Shame.
We had to go somewhere.
We
with
had
it.
3 newsmen. You can't bring in another unless
I'll be
Becky
honest.
could have been the
You
salamander.
can't mold if no one gives you clay, and there was never any clay. And I'm starting. So anyway, we have 6 left.
This episode of the Rad Dudecast was recorded at Remember to Be Happy Studios. Production by Becky Rodriguez at Human Places, the EZA 3, with video editing by Tanner Williams, Low Kinky 69.